Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator 2. If you missed the last episode and you want to go back and check it out, I will put a link, as usual, up in the upper right-hand corner. All right, so a few things we need to talk about before we get into this episode. Last episode, a job really threw me off. A water cooling job. And I forgot to turn in all the jobs we worked on. Every single one of them. I forgot to collect money from every single one of them. So we're going to do that. Also, there was a small patch that came out since the last episode released. And I think it fixed some of the problems we had in the last episode with this spares and repairs build. I'd put fans in this thing, and we couldn't cable any of them up. So we may grab this, we may throw some fans in it, and see if it's actually working now. They said that they fixed, there was some issue with fans not connecting in this particular case, and a few other cases, and the patch notes specifically addressed this case. So let's grab this while we're out here. We're going to see if we can throw some fans in this, because right now it only has exhaust fans, and those are part of the CPU cooler up in the top. So let's see if we can put fans in here. And then we're going to go collect some money from the jobs from the last episode. And I know you guys are getting a sneak preview of what we're going to work on over there. But, you know, this is important. This thing has no front fans. So let's grab, what was I putting in there? Was it these? I think it was these I was trying to, oh, they want this side panel off. Whatever. Let's put one here. Okay, that's intake. Let's see, do we want one up high or do we want one down? Yeah, let's put the other one down lower. Oh, I don't need to do that. I can just do this. We'll put two fans in there. And then we were just using white cables. I don't think it matters for this, because I think most fan cables are just black. But we did those. Let's do this just in case. Yeah, it's going to be black. But look, they're connecting. Score. So they did fix that. Very nice. Let's put this thing back together. And then we'll make sure it boots. Those fans are both spinning. That's perfect. Okay. Glad they are fixing some of the issues with this game. There we go. Yeah, it literally looks the same, except there's now two fans down there. I know it's still negative case pressure because we've got 3 fans up here and only 2, but, you know, I'm not going to throw a bunch of just random fans in, and it's kind of all I had. But it's something. It's something. I don't think we're going to adjust the price of this. I mean, those fans are like 10, 12 bucks or something. $6 grand, sure. We'll leave it at $6 grand. They're just getting some free fans. Okay. So, next order of business. Let's hop into the email. Let's come down here and let's collect these jobs from the last episode. So this one's all done. 4 stars. Hold on. PC's been running hot late. I wonder... Keyboard Strategist 1 theme. They applied to my case. Looks awesome, and they did a great job. Okay, I'm not really sure what I did wrong because this was last episode, but I'm not sure it's going to super affect us all that much. We've had 5 stars for a long time. It probably has already affected. I doubt we have 5 stars now because of just one. Yep, look at that. 1 4-star, and it's going to take, what, 3, 4, 5, 6 fivers? I don't know. I probably should have checked these before we turn them in. I'm pretty sure this one's done. 5 stars. The new RAM has really helped my PC, and it's cleaner than the day I bought it. Excellent. Excellent. And then this one was all done. This one was the one that threw me off. All the water cooling had been ripped out of it, or at least all the piping and all of that stuff. Like, this was a weird job. If you missed that episode, you should definitely go back and watch it. It was just the last episode. So let's collect that one. 5 stars. Okay. Well, at least we got 5 stars on it. At least we got the 5-star. I got all these. Look at all these spares and repair. I need to go through and figure out which ones we've actually already done, because I think they, like, the red turns black. Maybe I haven't worked on any of these. Okay, maybe all of these are sitting in inventory. Wow. Oh, nope, this one's done. That one's gone. Okay. And then I did buy some spares and repairs ones up here. One of these, I think it's this one. No, it's this one. We're going to work on this one today. So we'll get around to that. But before we start on all of that, and I show you what that one looks like, let's take a look at this email. This says, my friend said you work with computers. Why do like 50% of the emails start off like that? My PC is super sluggish. This part is important. I need to benchmark at least 11,103. I've got to have it by 210.23.2. My PC has been hot lately. Can you do something about that? I think goats bumper stickers would look cool on a PC. Can you do that best, Ed? I don't know what goats bumper stickers are. I guess we'll have to take a look at those. Let's see. Parts budget of $2,000. PC's been running hot. Okay. Okay. So, Ryzen 5 2600X, Arctic Freezer 34, 600 watt power supply, 3070. They've got a palette, RTX 3070. I wonder what they're benchmarking at now, because that should be getting over 11,000. I have a feeling that this right here is their problem. The 2600X, that's an older CPU. And, you know, it might not be pushing out the IPC that it needs to really push the 3070. So we'll get that in. We'll take a look at it. We may even just go ahead and order a CPU for it. Hold on. What was the cooler again? Oh, an Arctic Freezer 34. We might be able to put... case is it? Oh, an NZXT H500Y. Okay. Yeah, we might see if we can put a AIO in there. Might cool that down as well. But anyway, we'll work on that. Let's go ahead and accept it, though. What do you think we should put in for a processor? An X570. X570 motherboard. So let's put in like a... what about a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D? Let's see. Let's just do this together. 800... X3D, there it is. 465, that is definitely within the $2,000 budget. Let's add this to this. Let's go ahead and grab a cooler as well. Okay, so they've already got an Arctic freezer, so maybe they like Arctic brand. Let's see if we can fit this 280 in there. We'll give it a shot. It's only 120 bucks. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just keep it in my inventory. We'll use it for another build. Let's go ahead and confirm that. We'll minimize this, get it out of the way. And this thing, I think, is ready to go. We'll figure out the goats bumper stickers. And PC's been hot, so I don't know. But he might have a fan that's gone out. We'll take a look. So this next email says, Hiya. Hi, I really want my CPU delided. Can you help me? I need someone to delid my CPU and upgrade the thermal material. Is 2/20/23 a reasonable deadline? I think I might have visited one too many dodgy sites, so it could probably use a scan. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay? All right, so, kind regards, Janice Mercury. Comfy Fridge Aerospace. Okay, so we need to dust it. We need to run a virus scan, and we need a delid. That sounds really easy. What? Okay, a 9600K? Really? You want... All right, well, you know, it's your PC. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And then we got to customize. This looks really long for just applying a theme, but we'll read through it. It says, Hiya, thanks for the new computer. It's really zippy, especially compared to my old one. I've already started that online course, become a yoga instructor, and I'm learning so much. Did you know female yoga instructors are called yogini? Yoga is over 5,000 years old. There's no such thing as a pooping dog pose. Can't believe Helen convinced me that was real. I've been feeling so much calmer ever since I started. Don't know if it's the yoga or the fact that I'm not getting harassed by idiots who can't park. The only thing is the computer is looking a bit dull. Yoga is all about beauty and balance inside and out, and I think the computer should reflect my new state of being. Look at me sounding all enlightened. Have you got a nice, pretty design you can put on it, like green leaves? Thank you, Davina, official yogini, however the hell you say that. Official yogini in training. Okay, so they just want a green leaves theme. That's fine. That is fine. Let's accept that one. Then we had this thing. We had this thing that came in. Let's see what this is. To Riley Educational Press / support team. I recently bought a copy of your book, IT Support for Idiots, 6th edition, to help me succeed in a highly competitive new field, but I am now forced to report a significant typographical error. The error appears on page 137, chapter 4, section 9, where the text reads, "Problems with video playback often indicate a hardware bottleneck caused by the CPU." The text should read, "Caused by the GPU as indicated by figure 3-1 on the facing page." As a result of this error, I issued incorrect advice to an external contractor, causing a great deal of professional embarrassment and an unnecessary financial outlay. I expect not only that you correct this error immediately, but that you issue an apology and a full refund of the cost of the book. Regards, Borth Rathborn, Executive Animal Wrangler and IT Officer, Newton Zoo. All right, Borth. Oh, goodness me. Okay, let's just go ahead and delete that. So this is on its way, this is on its way, this is on its way. Perfect. Let's go take a look at what we're going to work on from spares and repairs. We got this thing. It's only got a broken GPU. One of these is busted. We're just going to leave one in there. Look at this stupid SLI bridge. SLI is dead anyway, so there's really no point. Everything else works, which is weird. Now that cooler kind of sucks. We may put another cooler in here and replace one of these fans. Well, I don't know. Maybe move that fan up to the front, put a cooler up on the top, add another fan. If that's the only thing broken, I mean, look, it's got 64 gigs of RAM, two 3090s. It's already got a NVMe drive and a 2 terabyte hard drive. That 120 cooler is about it. We just need to get another one of these FSP CMT510s. And maybe a better cooler. We could delid the 12700K? Yeah, 12700K. We could delid that. Put some new cables in there. Man, I think this would be a quick little job to get done. Okay. So let me come back over here. Let me step away. I'm going to get some parts for this build put into the shopping cart. And as soon as I get them in there, I'll come right back and show you. All right, that was quick. I really didn't even need to cut away, but we're going to get an Antec Mercury 240 RGB AIO water cooler to put in there, and we'll grab another one of those FSP CMT 510s. So I think we got everything we need because we've got this for the upgrade. If we need to order anything, obviously we will order it for same-day delivery, but I think we've got all we need. We'll do next-day delivery on that, close that out, and like I said, all this stuff is in transit. I think we're good. Let's go turn off the lights. Hold on, do I have space? Okay, I got space. We'll end the day. I don't know where they go if there's no space there. I guess they just don't come in, huh? Should probably move some of those to the closet. But yeah, there's a little bit of space. Okay, let's turn the lights on. Let's go grab our parts over here. Perfect. And let's see, let's get the upgrade. Plop that here. The customize, I don't think we had any like little hidden things. We don't need to dust it or anything. So we can probably just knock that out right now. Green leaves. Let's see here, is that it? Green leaves. Apply. Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, if that's what they want. Was there anything else that goes along with that one? No. Nope, that's simple and done. Simple and done. We'll put that back there. Let's grab the delid one. We can go put this one over here. Yeah, it's dusty. Okay. Let's start with this. We'll see if we can... you know what? I'm curious. Let's put this side panel back on. I want to power this thing up. Let me see if they've got XMP turned on or anything in here. No. Okay, so we didn't really make any changes. While that's restarting, I'm going to grab, oops, USB drive. And not passwords. Let's get 3D Mark on here. Wow. Okay. And let's put OCCT on here as well. Whoa, what'd I do? Get that installed. I want to kind of see what temperatures. Oh my. See what temperatures we're getting here. Let's do a quick OCCT scan. I may cut this out just to, you know, you guys don't have to sit here for 20 seconds. I mean, I'm not sure what they consider hot. 61C, not terrible. GPU's running cool as a cucumber. Let's run 3D Mark. I want to see what their base 3D Mark is, because they wanted like 11,100 and something. So I'm going to let this run. As soon as it's done, I'll come back. We'll take a look at what they're currently getting, and then we'll know if just upgrading to the Ryzen 7 5800X3D I got is going to get us there. Okay, so that's not a terrible score. 10,693. We possibly could overclock their CPU, but I mean, you can look at the CPU score and tell that the CPU is really holding this system back. So I think a CPU upgrade is going to get us there. 10,693 is not a bad score, but we should be getting higher than that. We should be getting closer to this if we up this CPU score. So let's close that out. Let's close that out. You know what? Didn't they say this thing was running hot? Let's put fan control on here real quick. Let's bump the fans up. Let's take a look here. Fan control. So let's do custom. Let's do performance. Do this and performance. Can I? Okay, I have to do these all individually. That's fine. Performance. Dang it. I keep forgetting to come down here and hit apply. We'll do performance for that. That should help with their heating issues. Let's go ahead and power this thing off. We're going to remove this. Get this out of here. I'm wondering if we can replace this. We'll find out in a minute. Let's get that out. Okay, CPUs. That says owned by. Usually when you've got an owned by situation, you can't upgrade anything. Because, see, I can't sell it. Can I not close? So we're going to have to... What about CPU? See, that's... Oh my gosh. So why do we have a $2,000 budget? Is this just going to tell us to replace their stuff? So I guess we can just overclock this a bit. Ah, this is a real bummer. So we got a crappy cooler and an old CPU. The best we can do here for more cooling would maybe be to add some fans. Do I have any fans that aren't used? Used. I got this one. And they didn't say I couldn't use used stuff. Let's throw... Really, I have to take... Oh my gosh. I'm worried if I do that, if I'm going to have these cables. They probably want us to replace this 3070. The problem with that is I could put a 3080 or a 3090 in there, but they've still got a crappy low mid-range, older CPU. My hands are really tied on this one. Okay. Let's look at cables. I do have blue connectors. Let's figure out what those are. Is that pink? No. Purple? Possibly. Let's remove one of these. And then we'll cable it and let's see if that's the same thing. It is. Okay. I want to put some fans in here. Case fans. Let's grab some of these 140s that are used. I can't put two 140s in here. Okay. Then let's at least grab some 120s. Okay, there we go. Let's cable those. See, look, the graphics card does not say owned by. So this job wants us to replace their perfectly fine 3070 with a more powerful graphics card, like maybe a 3080, a 3090, and still have an underwhelming CPU and terrible CPU cooler. We're not going to do that. We're going to see if we can overclock this to get them where they want to be without replacing anything. Okay, this is more work than I thought it was going to be. Let's get... Yeah. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with a 3070. 3070 can easily get them up into the 12,000 range. So whoever created this job, well, I'm going to save my opinions for myself. Let's see if we can hop into the BIOS here. We were at 10,000 something, 10,600 something, if I remember right, on the 3D Mark score. So to get to 11,000, what do we need? Like 400-ish points. So turning on XMP is going to help a little bit. Let's see if we can bump this. Can we get this thing to 4,500 megahertz or 4.5 gigahertz? I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to try, man. I may get a 4-star on this one too, because they may want something replaced. Let's see what OCCT does. We may crash. Huh, surprisingly, I think it's running cooler now than it was before. I may need to adjust the fan control as well for those new fans I put in. Let's take a look. Case fan. Yep. Let's set that to performance. Let's set this other one to performance. Man, we weren't even close. We could probably bump this up maybe a little bit more. Let's see. Can we get to 4.6 gigahertz? All right. Gonna boot. Okay, we booted. Do a quick run on OCCT again, see what we get. Not bad. And then, you know, obviously we can overclock the graphics card as well. Because look at how cool the GPU is running. We could easily put some overclock on that. We're going to have to watch this power draw. Because I think they've only got a 600 watt power supply. So we don't want to overrun that. Let me run 3D Mark. Let's see what it's getting. I'll cut away. And as soon as I've got a score, this FPS is looking about the same. Did that improve at all? It might have. We might have been at 10,600 something. I think that CPU score is pretty close to what it was, even after the overclock. This is maddening. Okay. Let me... I really don't want to buy a GPU for this. I think that's throwing good money at bad. That's so stupid. I want to just replace the CPU. That would fix all the problems. Let's put GPU tuner on here. Let me see if I can overclock the graphics card. And if this doesn't work, then we're just going to buy a stupid graphics card and put in here. How unexciting. I feel like throwing the 5800X 3D in just to show you guys that that would get us there with the 3070. What do I want? OCCT. We're going to overclock this graphics card real quick. Let's bump this core voltage all the way up. Get this thing in past the testing zone. We're going to bump this up by 100 megahertz to start with. Most of these can easily handle that. No problem. We're going to go 100 megahertz on the memory clock as well. You can do this slower. There's really no need to, though, at least at this stage. We're just watching our power draw here. Look, our power draw's already gone up to almost 500 watts, 471 watts max, 479. And that's the other problem with just throwing in a big graphics card is it's going to pull more wattage. Then we're going to have to put in a new power supply. And that thing's probably an owned by where we can't replace that either. So let's go another 50 on the core clock. Oops. See what that does. We gonna crash? Nope. I mean, this GPU's running so nice and cool. It's really not... Our main limiting factor, I think, for this is going to actually be our power draw maxing out at 600 watts. Let's do 50. This might cause a crash. Sometimes memory doesn't like to overclock much. Okay, we're still good. 510. All right, can we get another 50 out of the core? Our temp is still dead on. We might end up with 4 stars because of the heat, even though we've turned the fans up to their max. All right, can we get another 50 out of the core? I think I'm going to leave the memory clock where it is. And if you guys are seeing a lot of cuts, it's just because I'm letting this run for a bit, and there's no point in you guys watching silence while I watch temps and power draw. So, like, you know, if you're watching how many minutes or seconds the thing's been running, you see it jumping, it's just because I'm sitting here letting it run for 20 seconds or so to keep an eye on power draw. All right, let's try 200 over on the memory. Okay, we're still good. Can we get another 50 out of the core? Can we get this thing to 300 over? Now we're starting to get some heat. 60C. And look at our wattage. We're going to have to really start watching that. I don't know if we can do 250 on the memory. Let's see. Okay, we're still good. Do another 50 on the core. Whoa, look at our max. Ooh, no, that's going to cause a crash. What? I thought this thing had a 600 watt power supply in it. Yeah, ST60F. The 600 watt power supply. I mean, I know there's over provisioning, but dang, we're really... Let's come off the core just a little bit. We get this thing right under 600. Man, it really went weirdly unstable when I did that. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to close all this out. We're going to run 3D Mark. Let's see what we get. That was 10,800. We need 11,103. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes when this is done running. Well, would you look at that? 12,011. We needed 11,103. All we did was add some fans. Now, the real question is am I going to get... am I going to end up with like 3 stars on this because we didn't replace anything? That's a good question. And I'm willing to take that risk. Yeah, I'm willing to take that risk. We do need to put some bumper stickers on here. Take a look at this thing. Nice looking PC. Would have looked better with a nice AIO mounted up here in the front and a 5800X 3D, but hey, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna find out what happens when we turn this in. Goats. So it must be this one. Goats. Boom. And then we can, oops, that's rotate. We can shrink it down. We'll put one on the front for him too. Okay. I think that's all they wanted. Let's check the email real quick. Upgrade. Goats bumper stickers. Been running hot. If it's been running hot, that should be a fan curve. And they wanted 11,103, but we got them 12,000, whatever it was. So I think we're good. I think we're good. We'll put that there. The customized one's done. We just need to do this delid and dust and virus scan. Let's see. Oh, it'd help it to dust if I take the side panel off first. Compressed air. At least this one's showing dust. That's something I really hope they fix completely here soon. Is PC's not showing dust at all, so you don't know that they're dusty. Why are these fans turned around backwards? I don't know. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. What is this cooler? Cooler Master Hyper 212. Okay. And then they wanted this CPU delidded, so we'll get that done. No, I don't want to clean it. There we go. Don't need to clean it. It takes care of that. Look at there, nice and clean. Didn't even have to do anything. All right, let's get this thing delidded. I don't even think these you need to heat up, these older ones, because I think they used thermal paste inside and not solder. We'll get our trusty scraper. Get this sucker cleaned up. There we go. Varnish. Whoa. Silicone. Look at how wide they want this silicone spread out. Like the newer CPUs, it's nice and thin. This is like a lot of silicone. There we go. Get some liquid metal. IHS back on. We'll get her clamped down. They call this the IHS positioner. I'm not really sure what it does. I guess it positions the IHS. Okay. Whoa. Let's get their 9600K back in here. And we'll get some thermal paste on. Get their cooler back in. Cable it up. Doesn't really matter what color. And then they said they had viruses or something, but I want to check their XMP. There we go. Get them a little more. Why? What is happening? Get them a little more RAM bandwidth out of that. More speed. Let's grab this USB drive. We want to put the virus scanner on. We're going to scan this bad boy for viruses. $690. Holy cow. How's this thing even working? $690. Okay. Jeez. Let's get this side panel back on. I think we're done. Did they have any other things they needed done on this one for the delid? Dodgy sites, use a scan, clean out the dust. Delid. I think we're good. There's what this one looks like. Zoom in a little bit. They could use another stick of RAM in there. Dual channel actually makes a decent bit of difference. All right, let's do what I didn't do last time. We're gonna put all these out here, and we're gonna collect some money. We'll see if I screwed any of these up. So we got the upgrade. I didn't actually buy anything for it. We just overclocked the CPU and the GPU and put some fans in and adjusted their fan curve, and we put their goats bumper stickers on. So let's see, am I really gonna kill my, well, my rating isn't 5 stars anymore because of that 4-star we got. 4 stars really hit you hard. Even if you've had 100 5 stars, 1 4-star is going to bring you down from your 5 stars. So let's see. Nope, 4 stars. They proved my PC could get to 12,011 in 3D Mark, and the ghost bumper stickers were a nice touch. I think it's probably just because we didn't buy anything. I mean, I did, but I couldn't replace it, and it was stupid to put a new graphics card in there. So, whatever. Whatever, I still got their $2,000 for their upgrade. So the CPU I bought is technically free, so whatever. Whatever, then we got the delid. I think we did everything for this. 5 stars, great job of delidding the CPU, and they did a great job. All right, and then we got the Green Leaves theme. Oh no, I didn't mean to click quit. Blast. So, you know, I could probably go back and not save this and fix my misclick. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. I really don't want to take a 1 star because I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. All right, we are back to where we were. That took a couple of minutes. I had to do one of the jobs. I had to delid again. So that was always fun. So the reason this says quit instead of what I thought I was going to say there, this is missing cables. Now, we didn't take any cables off, but let's go find out what's missing. Cable. Oh my. Let's just do... Looked like they had something like this. Not that it's really going to matter for here. Okay, let's just make sure this thing powers on. None of this is our fault. Okay. I'm not sure why it had missing cables. Now it's done. Which is why I accidentally clicked quit. So... Now it says collect. Jeez. All right, 5 stars. Excellent. Excellent. Gosh. So, got some more spares and repair stuff. We got some more jobs for the next episode. But before we move on to the... Oh, look. Man, I haven't had a job like this in a long time. Where we have to get a PC ready to play a specific game. Very cool. Before we do that, though, let's take a look. Our PC sold. Our PC sold for $6 grand. Let's collect that. Take that money. Take that money. $3,697 profit. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay. So now onto this. This is probably going to be pretty quick. There's actually not a lot to do here. Looks like it's dusty, so I'm going to go ahead and dust it. We're literally going to delid this CPU. We're going to pull out graphics cards and figure out which one's broken. We're going to put a new cooler on here. We're going to move this fan to the front. Oh, got to take that off, because this looks terrible. Let's see. Let's get this fan unplugged and removed. Which graphics card do you guys think it is? Bottom or top? Bottom or top? Get all these unplugged. We're going to recable this whole thing. There we go. Rest of these don't really matter. Let's just unplug it all, though. We'll just unplug it all. Okay, the bottom one. Bottom one, is it dead? Is it dead? It is. It was the bottom one. If you guessed the bottom one, you were right. Hit our $69 for selling it. Now we're just missing cables. This is great. This is great. Let's open this up. We're going to pop this bad boy out of here. We're going to go delid it. And get it put back in. All right. Get this sucker heated up. We'll get this in here. We'll pop the IHS loose as usual. Everything that comes through here seems to get delided anymore. You guys have probably seen this way more times than you want to. All right. Get this off. Let's grab the scraper. Oh, it's a 12th gen. Doesn't like to scrape. Good enough. Good enough. Let's get some varnish on. Let's get some silicone. Get some silicone going here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just needs to say enough has been applied. That's sufficient, but we're going to finish. We're going to finish going around it. Get that on. IHS back on. There we go. We'll get it in here. We'll use the IHS positioner. And we'll get it seated. Not really sure what this does. It just seems like a clamp to me. I would assume you probably leave this on overnight or something in real life, or at least until the silicone dries. But we're going to pretend that it dries real fast. Real fast. Let's zoom in. Grab this 12700K. We'll get that put back in. Oh, we need to take this off. Let's see. We need thermal paste. There we go. And then we're going to put a different cooler on. We are going to use this, the Antec Mercury 240 RGB. Come out right up here in the top. Perfect. We are going to have to probably pull this graphics card out, so I'm just going to do that now. So we can get case fans in. Get one there. One there. Let's get the graphics card back in. There we go. Then we're ready to cable this thing up. And we're pretty much going to be done with this. There wasn't a whole lot. I mean, there's no room for water cooling in here. I really looked. I went into the creative side of things and tried to make water cooling happen. You can put a 240 rad up in the top. And there's the Alpha Cool and the Corsair little puck thing would fit back here. But it kept telling me that it was going to have an issue with the radiator. It didn't matter which way I turned the fittings. Even though it went way down here, it was saying that it was interfering with that. So that's probably just a bug. I'm sure it'll get fixed. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to do an AIO. Let's see. Maybe we'll use some of these custom cables. Maybe we'll do one of these rainbow sets. This will be the first time in a long time that I put this up for sale and don't have a 5-star bongo rating. Kind of a bummer. All right, let's get stuff put back on this case. Then we'll start it up. Make sure it works. Hop into the BIOS real quick. We're going to turn on XMP. There we go. You know what? Let's put a USB drive in here. This may or may not have an operating system. I think it already had one. Put that on. Like, is this what this case really looks like? Like, there needs to be something to cover up all the blah there in the front. There we go. We should change some colors. Let's get the lighting app on. Ooh, that's nice and fast. Let's just do rainbow. Yeah. Not too shabby. I just don't like the way the front of this looks with all the weird holes and stuff in it. You can see through the glass. It makes it look cheap. I mean, it probably is a pretty inexpensive case, but it just makes it look even less expensive. Other than that, I think it's a pretty nice build. Looks all done. It was super quick. That's probably one of the quickest spares and repairs builds I've done. All right, we'll put this here. We need to name it. We'll name this Budget RGB. Budget RGB. There we go. All right, so we named it $50 for naming it. I didn't customize the case. I probably should have. We didn't put in new cables. No custom cables. We did delid. Did overclock the RAM. Didn't put in a water cooling loop. Did customize the LEDs. And for the first time in a long time, I don't have a 5-star bongo rating. Hopefully it'll be back soon. I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it at all. Let's figure out what this thing's gonna sell for. Let's do 3,500. There we go. 55% chance of sale at 3,500 bucks. That's reasonable. We don't need to go up any higher than that. So I've said it before and I will say it again. If you don't like the names I give these PCs like Budget RGB and you would like to name one yourself, you can go to my Discord server. There's a link down in the description. You can head to the Name a PC channel, read the rules, and post a name there. Then I will probably use it in one of these episodes. So, you know, if you got a great idea for a name, head over to the Discord and do that. All right, let's list this sucker for sale. We've got Budget RGB for 3,500 bucks. Please do not spend $3,500 on this PC. It is a ripoff. Okay. Let's head back in here. We can end this episode. So we've got stuff for the next. We got 2 upgrades and a build, man. We've got some cool stuff coming up in the next episode for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell if you'd like to be notified as soon as a video from me goes live. Like I said, I do have a Discord server. If you'd like to join it, there's a link down in the description. Also, I do stream over on Twitch. If you'd like to come check me out live, there is a link to my Twitch down in the description as well. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, guys, and I will see you in the next episode.